Hello and welcome to CryptoWeeklies. My name is Josh, and today we'll be talking about Cardano and its token ADA. We'll be looking at our newly released logarithmic regression band for ADA. We'll cover the overall crypto market updates for the last 24 hours. You can check at CoinMarketCap. This is over the last 24 hours, the market has been up by 2.5%. Still, the fear and greed index is way below 50 at around 47 level. We were not too long ago, the fear and greed index levels were, if you toggle it at a monthly scale, we were at extreme greed at around early April at around 78, 79, and you can see that towards the middle of March, the greed levels were at 90. We are almost 50% down from those greed levels. And in terms of some of the other activities, we have surpassed the Bitcoin halving. You can check it out over here. Halving happened at around 19th of April. And now since then, Bitcoin is down to about now from the price of between 70 to 74K to less than 60,000. Currently trading at around 58,500. ADA, today's crypto is still in top 10 by market cap, 45 cents price. Over the last 7 days, the token has been down by 3.5%. Over the last 24 hours, it's up by around 4.5%. In terms of market cap, it's still above 15 billion by market cap, and volume is at around 450 million. And just to delve deep about its tokenomics, about 80% of its maximum supply is in circulation. That means there is only 20% left to be released. And if you look at price versus market cap analysis and look at 1 year as a time frame, you can see that essentially if you toggle between market cap and price, uh, most of the growth in the market cap is reflected in price. That means if there is an impact of inflation, that is very minimal at this or at least over the last 1 year for ADA. And now let's go back to our website, look at some of the indicators over the last 24 hours, and then we'll be focusing more on ADA. Over the last 24 hours, this is our crypto TLDR news analyzer. When the narratives are bearish, they are classified into red color. You can see these red narratives are bearish over the last 24 hours. There are some bullish narratives such as altcoins being praised by SEC. Over there, and then uh, AI predicting Ether price, and then Dogecoin related narrative, as well as Pepe flipping ARB, then decision making related to Ether, and then another narrative related to Ether. So those are all the sentiment at a 50,000 feet level. There are more bullish narratives, and at least based on the crypto news scraper, than bearish. But there are certainly bearish narratives are popping up at least over the last 3 to 4 days. Going back to our peak and valley composite risk score analysis, the risk levels between 0 and 0.75, uh, in that territory, we the risk levels have gone down from 0.35 to as early or as late as yesterday at around 0.25 level. If this were to drop any further to about less than 0.2, that's when at least personally speaking, dollar cost average related strategy or timing that, or heavily weighting DC at that time at that time made more sense for me. And we are less than 0.05, slightly more than 0.05 risk score away from that territory. uh, and You can see that in September or early October of 2023, we were in even more low risk territory at around less than 0.09 score up until October 2023. That's when DCA made more sense, and equal and opposite is stopping DCAing when or scaling out when you see that there is a chance that a peak is forming, like over here. Whenever the risk score goes up monumentally, they did from February to about March, early March, that's when market is signaling that the risk levels are elevated and a peak is forming. That's why the name of this analysis is peak and valley. Valleys are essentially when risks are low, peaks are when the risk is high. This is a composite. This is how the risk return or risk scores are calculated. You can check out, the link is in description, and you don't have to sign up or anything for it. In terms of risk meter, BTC risk is slightly less than zero point 0.4, ETH slightly up by 0 up than zero point 0.5. ADA today slightly higher risk, about at 0.61. You can check out, this is normalized between 0 and 1, and the higher the risk, that means the closer that the risk reward is not in favor. When the composite risk score is closer to 1, that means the 1 unit of risk will provide less than significant unit of reward. But opposite is that when risk level are low, entry at that point in time might result in higher rewards. So Bitcoin, XRP, Ether, some of the older cryptos have a better risk score at this point in time than some of the newer altcoins. But nonetheless, today's altcoin that we are going to focus is ADA, and you can check it out on this narrative cloud. This is the word cloud that we have created using machine learning techniques, and you can see these are the last 7 days worth of popular narratives, and one of which is Cardano, and its presence over this word cloud is ever increasing. That means in terms of the popular narratives, Bitcoin, Ether, crypto, just altcoins, as well as some of the newer narratives popping up is FMC, FOMC, and then some bearishness is popping up over here. We'll keep a close eye on some of the narratives, and we do keep updating this every 24 hours, and we look at last 7 days worth of activity. Another narrative which I see newly popping up is the Hong Kong ETF, and just the ETFs related flow, which was kind of missing in action over the last 5 to 6 days, but it is back again. In terms of the heat map that we have, we check for the performance over the last 24 hours, 7 days, 30 days, and 90 days, and assign a crypto of the day based on a good performance over those key time periods. SHIB is still the crypto of the day. Over the last 2 to 3 days it has been, but looking at the performance over the last 24 hours, stacks has been the winner. You can see even ADA is up by about 0.9, almost a percent. And over the last 7 days, Atom, Dot, ICP, Tron, Matic, and Stacks are the winners, who have a positive 7-day performance. Over the last 30 days, though, Tron is the only one which is up right now. And over the last 90 days, there are several cryptos which are up, but Sheep, Near, Bitcoin Cash, and Doge have taken most of the gains. So this is our heat map based approach, and looking at our portfolio builder, we can check in terms of the optimal mid cap crypto. This is the conservative which only crypto which only looks at the top 10 or 20 by market cap. Over there, ADA does not have its presence. Looking at an optimal crypto allocation, and you can check if it has a presence in this one. Looking at the mid cap crypto portfolio allocation. This only looks at the performance of a crypto since, I think this one, the first one looks at till starting 2018, and the mid cap one looks at starting 2021 November. So again, this does not include ADA because ADA is one of the top cryptos. This only looks at even if it has an allocation for ADA over here, you can see the allocation is fairly minimal, but nonetheless, so if we get rid of some of the top cryptos on this list, and you can see that ADA over here, the allocations for ADA is somewhere between 8 like predicted by our allocator is somewhere between 8.3% if we were to get rid of the top 5 or 6 names. This is where the allocations, if you uh, like to pick and choose or select and deselect some of the cryptos, you utilize this tool. Nonetheless, the summary is that ADA on the mid cap crypto portfolio has an allocation, but not on the conservative crypto portfolio allocator. So just going back to the AI based forecast for ADA. So this is our analysis. We had conducted this in early February of 2024, and then the price currently as we checked is at 45 cents, but our AI based forecast for May at a base case level starting May is at between 64 cents to all the way to about 95 cents. So that is the base case forecasted by our AI model. Again, this is not financial advice. Uh, None of the content is. And if crypto were to go back to its bullish phase, ADA could see its price at a one standard deviation ceiling at between price action between $1.70 all the way to about $8, and the bear case equal and opposite. Now that we are in May, you can see the if there were a further slump, the bear case or the theoretical ceiling for ADA between is between 12 cents and 25 cents for going forward till December 2024. Now we'll look at ADA from a different perspective, which is the heat bands or regression bands, the polynomial regression band fit to ADA's price action. The line in pink is the regression trend line coming in at around 40 cents. That means the fair value for ADA is at around 40 cents. The USD price for ADA now that we are ending April and starting the first week of May is between 45 cents. So almost 5 cents higher than the fair value per hour regression band. If the price were to go back to 19 cents, that would correspond to a one standard deviation bottom for ADA. And if the price were to go back to 83 cents, that would be a one standard deviation peak. ADA does have a tendency to rally between those peaks, and if there were a major blow off of event, the price for so as I was saying, if there were a blow off top event, the two standard deviation peak at this point is at around $1.72, and a three standard deviation peak is at around $3.57 for ADA, and a two standard deviation low is at around 9 cents. So that's the confluence that I wanted to show. And if we were to extrapolate these bands at a better time in the market cycle, you can extend them whenever you want them to be extended. But per our conservative approach, the bull case scenario for ADA in, let's say, 2025 per hour regression analysis is at a two standard deviation peak is at between 42 cents, which is the extrapolated trend line, and $1.83 for a conservative peaking scenario. This is again not financial. This is calculated using polynomial regression function, and then adding standard deviation to the residuals. So this is again one way to forecast or at least analyze ADA's price action in terms of whether it is overvalued and under or undervalued. You can see this is again an MVRV Z-score based crypto eval. When the red line is below this zero cutoff, then that means the crypto is undervalued, which is the case for ADA right now. The MVRV Z-score for ADA is at around negative 0.28. So that means ADA is slightly undervalued. And just to summarize everything that we discussed today, starting with the ADA's forecast on our AI based model, the base case between 65 cents and 93 cents, the bull case between $1.65 and $8 forecasted a while ago. And if there were a pullback, the price action between 12 cents and 25 cents. Coming back to whether it is overvalued or undervalued, ADA is slightly undervalued right now. In terms of its regression trend line, if the ADA were to dump to about 40 cents, that would be per our regression analysis, that would be its fair value. and one standard deviation bottom is at around 19 cents today. This gets updated every 24 hours, and then at 82 cents that would be a one standard deviation peak for ADA at this point in time. So with that, I would like to conclude this video. Hope you liked it. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. Also give this video a like, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.